What's up, guys? Edrone here. Welcome in, everybody, to Send It Sunday, episode 21, with special guest BlkMambaFPV. Real quick, we got Backpack Jack up in the house. We got our special guest, BlkMambaFPV. We got Free Fire Max. Welcome in. Drone Shots. What's up, brother? Fly Zone Drone. Vitrafly up in the house, Starkey FPV, Johnny Drone Flyer. Good to see you, Johnny. Thanks so much for coming out, brother. We also have Mr. Crowley and his drone, and Tommy G up in the house. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We are back this week with a very special Send It Sunday. You're going to want to hang out because we got some awesome things we're going to do on the show tonight. We got a couple giveaways we're going to do, as well as some awesome community standouts for you guys out in the community sharing your awesome footage. Appreciate you guys so much. I didn't know if you guys knew this, but I do have a new Discord server down in the video description. I invite you to come and join. Post your content over on the Send It Sunday live, Saturday, Sunday live stream section, and we will definitely feature you guys in an upcoming live stream. So without further ado, please welcome in our special guest of the night, BlkMambaFPV. Hey, there he is.
What's going on? That was nice. I like you had the little overlay. Perfect.
Yeah, so I really liked that intro that you did there. It was just kind of spicy and just kind of really spoke to me. I'm like, man, that's an awesome intro. I really like that. It's simple, to the point, got a catchy little beat. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time tonight, Anthony.
Oh, no problem, man. No problem.
Yes. So, welcome in. I actually found Anthony through the TikTok platform. And what really struck me about Anthony was his first of all, that smile, man. That smile, I mean, you could light up a room with that smile. It's just so contagious, right? Like, as soon as I saw you, I was like, man, this guy's energetic. He's got a really positive vibe. You just do really well around the camera. So I was happy to follow you along your journey, and so happy to have you on the show tonight.
It's my pleasure, man. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I think it's a fun outlet, and to be able to connect with so many awesome pilots like yourself and folks out there, man. It's a pleasure. It's love it. I love it a lot.
FPV makes all of us smile at one point or the other. It also can make us frown too. We have some ups and downs in FPV, but I think the ups definitely outweigh the downs, wouldn't you say?
I would have to definitely agree, but I tell you what, Best Buy knows me almost too well.
Oh no, the camera went off.
What's up with that? All right, let's see what's going on here. Sorry about that.
No worries. We'll let you get that figured out. And real quick, welcome in Double A as well. Good to see you, brother. Thanks so much for stopping in. Yeah, let me know if I need to do anything on my end. I don't know if there's anything I can do to maybe go out and come back in, maybe.
Yeah, actually, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and switch to the great camera we were talking about earlier.
Oh, there you go. There he's back. There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
As long as I can see that smile, we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, it was good. At Sony, we were hyping Sony up so much, and I must have left it on or something. Something got unplugged and turned my stuff off here.
Oh, I got you. Hey, good to see you, Free Fire Max. And what's up, Dano? I'll be droned up in the house as well. So happy to see everybody tonight. So first and foremost, I got to ask you the first question, and I typically ask all my special guests for FPV: pincher, thumber, hybrid on the controls. Hybrid.
Yeah, so sometimes you gotta switch it up.
I hear you.
Yeah, for sure.
I also like that your flying style, you have many different flying styles. Like, you don't really just stick to one. It seems like you do the freestyle as well as the cinematic. You have quite a lot of nice little techniques under your belt there.
I appreciate it. You know what it really is a lot of times I don't really have a lot of time to fly sometimes. So either I dropped off the kids, I get set up, I fly a pack or two. So generally almost everything that it's posted is usually one pack, and I have to cut it up because part of it's just cinematic or more as one and a half of it's a little bit freestyle. And that's why TikTok works so well, because I could post one video or two videos and it was really only one pack, you know? But
Yeah,
I try to do a lot of fun stuff. You got a lot of people in this chat kind of inspired me, so I'm like, I gotta get this, or I gotta fly lower, gotta hit this, or spang that, you know. So I try. I try to be
absolutely.
versatile.
Welcome in AZ Drone Dude and Johnny DRC. Welcome in, guys. Good to see you. So, how did all this come about? How did you get started with FPV, Anthony?
Well, you know, I started. I've always loved drones. Actually, first off, I always love movies, and I love aerial shots. All of us do for some unknown reason, and then that's why we get into this. But I started out with camera drones, the DJI drones, and I wanted to fly FPV before digital came out. And I tried and crashed, and I said, okay, this isn't for me. Got into RC trucks and built a bunch of RC trucks, and then at that moment was around pandemic, and DJI came out with the digital system, and I'm like, okay, because I remember what I didn't like about analog is besides the fact that I was terrible, I couldn't really see very well. So the digital unit was what really drew me in, and I just jumped both feet into it, and I crashed a ton. You know, flew around my neighborhood probably more than I should, and did a bunch of dumb stuff, and then all of a sudden it just came into something that I really liked because I was opening up the whole world for me to be able to meet pilots from all over the world and learn different tricks and techniques, and I was hooked like most of us. But yeah, started out with my camera drones, RC, and then I said just took the leap and went right into FPV.
If you ain't crashing, you ain't flying,
Flying. Oh
right?
no way. Yeah.
Welcome in Big Water UAV Solutions. Good to see you, brother. Night Train FPV as well.
Everyone in the
And
house.
Johnny said, "Boo, DJI." Yeah. We're
Hey,
gonna
I
have
walk
people on
snail.
both sides of the spectrum. I'm one of
I'd
those
love to try
weirdos
walk
that
snail.
I fly like HD0 for my video feed, and I
Okay.
have a DJI action camera right on top. So I'm one of the people that I utilize whatever tool I can, whether it's mismatched, hodgepodge, whatever.
Yeah.
I use what works for me, and I suggest everybody else do the same. What's up,
Oh yeah.
Technique FPV?
And
And we got Mark White up in the house.
besides, it's hard to keep up with all the stuff that's coming up, and try this or do this, and it's such an investment to try something new at times. If you can't borrow it from a buddy. So yeah, it's hard. You almost pick a camp and stay there because you've already invested so much time.
Yeah,
In case your wife is watching, so much time, so much time.
absolutely.
That's the only
Yeah, I
investment.
mean, you got to go with what works for you, what works, for your circumstances. In my circumstance, I had already purchased the Fat Shark goggles, and I had vested a pretty decent amount into them. So when HD0 come out, I'm like, well, I can either, spend a little bit, get the module and try out HD0 for a little bit less, or I can just try to sell the Fat Sharks and just go buy DJI and just jump all in on that. So I said, well, I've already invested in the Fat Sharks. Let's try HD0, and I've been happy with it. I mean, obviously it's not of the same quality as DJI at the moment, but it works good enough for my means, and I really like it. I really like what they're doing with the system, and I really like how they're very open about everything going on and the development of it. It's really easy to follow along. There's not really too much there's really nothing that's really hidden, I don't think, as far as how the project's going. Everything's on social media for everybody to get involved with.
See, and I actually like that. I like the involvement aspect. I mean, FPV is involvement, right? You can probably ask a question, and 15 people would have an answer in the chat. It's that's what this is, right? So to have it be a little bit more, have it be an open source community that can work through things and generally develop a better product is the way to go. Not like us on the DJI camp where we're waiting, we hear a leak of this, or did you hear that? I heard this too, or maybe somebody knows that, like, okay. That's
Yeah,
enough
and I
already.
feel like DJI is the necessary entity, the necessary corporation that is needed to help push innovation, right? Because without the giants out here, it wouldn't give the other companies, much motivation to push as hard as they've been pushing. So kudos to DJI as well. I
Yeah.
think their products are fantastic. And yeah, they just have a different way of how they present them and how they leak things and just how they operate. So,
But I tell you what, it keeps us all hooked because I love to see
right?
the leaks. I love them every time.
Oh, the leaks are just probably the best leaks in our industry. It
Oh
would have
yeah.
to be DJI leaks, right?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Cliffhangers like action movies, man. It's like, oh my gosh, oh, there's one picture. What this mean? Did this mean this? What product is this? And then hit social media. Oh, it's the best. I think it's this. What? Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
I love it.
So I see a couple ground RCs behind you. So
Oh
you got into the
yes.
ground RCs as well, I say.
Yes, I love that crawler, and I hardly ever bring it out, but I 3D printed all the fun stuff on it, and it's a blast. I love it. I still have a couple good fast ones. I've got a dual motor limitless that I built, and I've got a 125-mile-an-hour short chassis Typhon. Yeah, so I've got a few left. I couldn't get rid of all of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's actually how I got started in RC was nitro trucks, nitro powered RC trucks. And then once I got into drones, I kind of put down the nitro trucks for a while. It just become very expensive to maintain and run, and there's a lot of maintenance, with weather changes and all that. And then when the brushless came out, I was like, whoa, let me go ahead and dip my toe back in this pool real quick.
Yeah,
And
for
I've been
sure.
really happy with the brushless, man. I just can't get over how much power these things have. I've got the Arma Granite here. That's the
Okay.
4-wheel drive truck, and I've got I believe it's a eighth scale Arma Felony,
Oh,
and that thing is
yes.
just insane, man. It runs 6S. Smoke the rubber tires right off of it. It's just intense, but they're a lot of fun. The ground RCs.
They are, and I think, once you get into the ones that are going fast, you always need room, and I thought it was an easy transition for me to FPV because even though we got a backpack and we toss it all in, our truck or whatever the situation is, it still doesn't take up. I mean, it's still you don't need a lot of space to do it, right? You only
Yeah,
need your little kind of area where you are, you know, obviously while it's in the air. So that's what made FPV so much more fun for me. Because as long as I didn't have to take a walk to go get my quad, it wasn't too bad, But it made it so much easier to do that over driving my trucks.
absolutely. I actually just Double A was talking about analog. I actually just flew analog this evening. I have a little sub 250 nano fly that's about the size of a 65 millimeter whoop, maybe
Oh
even just a
wow.
little bit smaller. I got a review coming on my channel soon, guys. That should be out next week. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell icon so you get notified first when I put out new content. And make sure you check out in the video description Black Mamba FPV's channel as well. You're not going to want to miss out what Anthony's got going on his channel as well. So I would really appreciate if you guys could go ahead and check his channel out, throw him a sub. That would really mean a lot.
Yeah,
But I
appreciate it.
was flying it in the house tonight, just a blast, right? I was flying it in the house, and I actually got kind of close to I have a pit mix dog.
Oh,
He is terrified of this thing. Like anytime I
oh
fly it
no.
around, like he's just like running away from it, right? Well, tonight he decided he's had enough.
No.
I got close to him. He actually nipped at it. Like he went to bite it out of the air. I was like, whoa. I got it in the goggles and everything, DVR, so I'm definitely gonna have to share that. That was
Oh,
pretty
that's
intense.
awesome. I wish I had a DVR clip from this one day last summer. I was flying the Chimera 4 with Naked Hero 6 on it. And I'm flying and just trying to do some proxy stuff, some trees. So I'm running a little slalom. And then as I'm flying, I start thinking, and we don't really think when we fly, we just kind of feel it, right? So I'm like, did I should I go left or right? Left or right? Left or right? Bam, hit the tree. So drone is on its side, and this squirrel comes down the tree and then walks up to the lens and does one of these things. And I said, I wish I had it recorded because it was the funniest thing ever. And it's just a funny story. But if I had the clip, oh my gosh, that would have been that would have been the clip of the century of a crash, man. That
And
was
that's how it
awesome.
really is too. It's like you always just have to have that DVR going because you just never know.
Mm,
Every time that I have not had my DVR going, I've had either a drone get lost, and I'm like, oh, why didn't I have my DVR? Or something cool like that happen, and the HD didn't record for some reason, and you're like, man, why didn't I have my DVR recording, right?
yep, always. Oh,
Welcome in,
Lord.
Jeremy Myers. Good to see you as well. I appreciate your support, Starkey
Oh,
FPV.
thank you,
Thank you so
Starkey.
much. And we'll make sure we get you guys back after the show for sure, guys. We're very good about showing that love right back
Oh, you
and all
know it.
about community here. So thank you guys so much. Um, yeah, so I mean, FPV has changed my life in very positive ways. How about for you?
You know, I besides I'm I'm an only child, military brat. I moved around a lot, so a lot of times I'm just kind of by myself. And to be able to meet, like-minded people that you could either learn from, or teach, it's amazing. And so it's given me a really good outlet for some really cool folks to have made some really solid, connections with. Even from business relationships, like people that you've gotten a chance to open some doors for you. So it's been amazing, and kind of had a little down down moments a few weeks ago, and I went out and flew, and it was awesome to just have that release. So just the therapeutic release and being able to connect with people has just been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so I got to ask you, do you have any kind of prior experience like being on camera? Because man, you are just so natural on camera. Like I can't say it enough. It just seems like it's just effortless for you on camera. You do it so well.
I used to, when I, like I said, only child, I used to pretend I was on a TV show with commercial breaks and everything. Yeah, I was that kid.
That's
And
awesome.
I would have been like, "Hey, we'll be right back." Okay, who got a commercial? Okay, come back in. All right, let's go. And that was how I pretended. And it's funny to watch my kids do it. I have four daughters, and a few of them still kind of do that make pretend kind of game, and it's really funny. But it's actually sort of hard for me
Really?
because
You'd never know it watching your content.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you don't see all the takes. No.
Yeah. I would
Take
be interested
50.
to see some of those takes because I know mine are pretty out there. I've had some really weird takes where I'm like, man, what was I thinking when I was looking in the camera?
My favorite is I was doing a review on Flywoo Hex Nano, and a bug flew in my mouth.
Oh
And
God.
and what was crazy is I didn't notice it until I was editing the video, and I'm like, "Oh my God, did I eat it?" Like,
Just eat it, eat it, eat it.
yeah, for sure. Yes. Oh yeah. Weird
Hey,
Al.
welcome in, Baduga FPV. Good to see you, Lewis. That's that. Yeah, that's definitely one that would definitely throw you off your
Oh
game,
yeah.
swallowing a bug while you're trying to talk to the camera.
Yeah, for sure. Now, tell me, so you said you're in right outside of uh, Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah,
You said
so
you're in Pennsylvania.
I'm in northern Delaware.
Okay.
Right, I'm about a half hour from Wilmington, Delaware, and about 45 minutes from Philadelphia.
Okay. How's flying out there?
It's nice, except for we get the four seasons, so we do get the winter. The winters here can be a little bit daunting. However, they're not as bad, obviously, as what you get in Colorado. Like nowhere even near. I know that. Um, but it's good. It's nice. I like having the different seasons. I like that it does change up. Even though I'm not a big fan of winter, I do like the fall and the spring. We have pretty good summers here, pretty mild. I mean, we do get up in the hundreds, sometimes, but it doesn't seem to be like over the top or anything.
Yeah, and so what kind of so you have more tree spots, water spots in
Oh,
like
we have
parks and stuff.
lots
Yeah.
of water around here, and of course, Philadelphia has just a ton of buildings, executive buildings, abandoned structures, just all kinds of stuff. Philadelphia is really just yeah, it's like an open playground really, and the law enforcement really don't really seem to give us too much hassle at all. They have more important things to worry about than people
Yeah,
flying their drones. You know what I mean?
for sure, for sure. I always like to
So
ask, here in the Colorado area, we've got pretty good parks, and we've got some good mountain dives, and we've some spots in the city that you can really hit, and a lot of plains. But I have been always wanting to do like get a 15 passenger van, get a bunch of pilots, and just hit spots all across the United States and vlog it and make a movie of it.
yeah,
I think that would be epic to, punch the kind of postcard of the FPV in the United States, like, you got your Atlanta spots and those crazy cats down in Florida, and then you've got almost a different style on the West Coast and all those dope pilots down in Arizona. I think it would
I
be I think it'd be nuts to do that.
I totally agree. I was fortunate enough to be able to do a RV road trip this past year. Able to go out to Muncie, Indiana, to the IO, the International Open.
Mhm.
Now it's definitely a racing event. However, I got to meet a ton of cool people. Double A was there, Johnny Five, Carl Zhao, Ryan Quillett. I got to meet so many of
Wow.
the people that I interact with on social media. It was fantastic. Props Off was out there. It was just really good time. And I would definitely love to do that again. Absolutely. I've got friends down in Florida. The Florida squad, is fantastic. They're very inviting down there. Anytime I'm down that way, I got at least 5 or 6 pilots hit me up like, "Yo, man, let me know when you're in the area because we want to rip with you." And I'm like, "Man, this is just fantastic." Like, I just love that welcoming feeling, like someone coming, from a different state, different area, and everybody's just so warm and welcoming.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like no other group. I mean, I'm sure there's
Thank you
other
so much, brother.
groups that
Appreciate
are
you.
like that, but it's awesome. It's such a cool community. And then when you get a chance to see their spots, and you're like, oh my gosh, I saw this on your video, or whatever the situation is, that's cool, man. It's really neat
Yeah.
to have that experience.
And I mean, the you can rent the RVs. They're really not that expensive, especially if you get a group of guys to go with you. By the time you get 5, 6, 7 people, the cost goes down pretty substantially to do an RV trip. It's really not that expensive.
Okay, we're gonna have to put something together. Come on,
I
folks.
hear you, man. I'm like, yeah, let's
Let's
do
put
it.
something
Let's do
together,
it.
and then we can pick up people along the way.
That's right.
That
He's
would
like, heck
be,
yeah, man. FPV party bus tour. Let's do it.
yeah,
Right.
2024. Let's make it happen.
That's
Let's
right.
make it
That's
happen.
right. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Good to see you, brother. Hey, I saw your post, man. I hope you get to feeling better, man. I'm sorry you're not feeling good, man. That sucks.
Oh man.
Paid through exposure, right? Hey, sweetheart, welcome in, Rebecca Adams. That's my beautiful girlfriend, Rebecca, coming to show that love. She's one of my number
Uh,
one supporters, so make sure you show her some love, guys, and down in the chat. Really appreciate you, honey. Yeah, so I mean, I live about 40 minutes from Bot Grinder as well, so it's just cool to be able to meet up with him and Rip because he is just such a cool character. I tell you, he's one of the most laid back people I've ever met in the hobby. He's super down to earth, like super chill, and he's a lot of fun to fly with. And I've got locals like I literally just met my locals that were within like less than a half-mile radius of my house, like
oh wow.
just in the last like 4 months. Had no idea they were here, no idea they were right down the road. So it's been fantastic. It has probably been my busiest year with FPV. This has been my busiest year. I've done the most amount of flying, networking, meeting people this year. It's been phenomenal. I think this year has really, honestly, probably been one of the best years in FPV for me.
Well, right on, man. That is so good because it's such a good hobby. Because sadly, even when you have a bad day in FPV, you were still out flying. You know what I mean? So that's super cool. That you had that experience because you're totally right. I'm glad that it's been a great year because it has been. I think it's been a great year for a lot of folks. We're starting to be able to get out a little bit more, and newer products are coming out, and then you've got the fun camaraderie slash competition, with folks. And so to be able to have that and grow the community and get more exposure, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, and there's something about like, it's hard for me to like push myself to be like, okay, you need to get out here and fly. You need to get out here and, get some packs in. It's so much easier when you have others that are like, yo, man, let's get out and fly. Let's go hit, let's go hit the spot. Let's go do this. And it's just, it gives you that extra little bit of push and motivation to just get out there and have a good time. I
Oh yeah.
can't explain how much easier it is for me to get out here and fly when I have people that are pushing me to do so. When I first got into the hobby, I was solo. I mean, there was no one really around me that did FPV, and then I slowly started meeting people. I met my good friend Chris Justice, MD95 TSI, and Crystal Justice, and a couple others that were not exactly local, but they were within like an hour, maybe 2 hour drive, and that really helped me too. Like just being able to find people that were close enough to be like, hey man, we can actually meet up and do stuff. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
do you have a lot of locals in your area?
Oh man, we've got a lot of crazy pilots out here. Yes, there's a ton. And so there's kind of
That's
like
awesome.
two different groups, and there's like some people that are south of Denver or at the Denver area, and then north of Denver. So there's a bunch of great pilots north of Denver and then south of Denver. So it's almost different flavors, different styles, because we don't have as many kind of abandoned spots here, but we've got
Right.
really great open spaces and plains and farmlands. And so that's
Yeah.
why my videos kind of have that cinematic look. But if I want to do something more freestyle, just go down south. And so it is close, and there's more people than I ever knew. And it's funny, I went with the, I think it was last summer, took my kids to this really big park, and every pilot knows the sound of props in the air, you know.
Oh
And
yeah.
I heard it, and I said, "What?" And I said, "Okay, he's over here." And I met a guy. He's like, "I just got this quad. I don't know anybody." And it was like, "Ha, come with me, my friend. Let me take you to the dark side." But it's so
Right.
cool to
That's
meet people. It's
awesome.
like, look, hey, if you ever need anything, here's my contact. You know, help you with anything. How to fix this or how to work around that. And it's so cool that we can sought out to have a bigger community than we possibly could. It's awesome.
It is, and I really think that YouTube has been a big part of that for me. It just made the networking that much easier because I was able to find, people with similar interests and similar hobby through the platform and network with them through the platform and actually meet up with them in person. It's really cool. I really love the platform. To me, YouTube is a whole nother hobby in itself. Doing the editing and the sharing and the interacting, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I think it just, especially if you don't have locals and you don't have people around you, at least with YouTube, you can at least share what you're doing and you will have people to interact with, which kind of enhances it that much more because when you're flying and you're like, man, I don't have anybody to fly with, but I can't wait to share my footage with people online and see what they think. And it just brings it to that next level. You know what I mean?
I agree. And I had a little bit of a different breaking into meeting new pilots. It was more so it was me for Facebook, and I knew people through Facebook, and then I stumbled across their videos on YouTube. But from the content side, it's always better to reach them through YouTube because YouTube looks so much better, you know. And
Yeah.
so you can take the time and render out, these big, huge 15 gig files to YouTube and have them do whatever their YouTube magic is to compress it. It looks way better than it does on Facebook. So,
Right. Right.
so yeah, but that's how I got my connections, was mostly through Facebook and Facebook groups, and then went over to YouTube. So it's cool to kind of have it, see it both ways.
That's that. Yeah, exactly. Welcome in 107 Drones. Good to see you as well. Well, guys, I can't believe it's 8:30 already. That means we're having a fantastic show as usual. Time is flying. What do you say we get into the first giveaway of the night?
Yeah, let's do that. I think that would be really
Let's
cool.
let's do it. So, what we're going to be giving away tonight, guys, this is going to be the first giveaway. This particular giveaway is going to be for the U.S. only. However, if you are international, don't leave just yet. I have a special giveaway that we're going to do later on in the stream for anybody, whether you're in the U.S. or international. So stick around for that. I don't want you to feel left out. So the U.S. giveaway we're going to do right now, you are going to win 4 sets of these Ethics S3 watermelon props. Really good props, good for 4S, 6S, really pretty much industry standard. They've been for a long time. As well as this Johnny FPV Red Notice sticker pack, guys. That's right.
Ooh.
I figured since Anthony is really awesome with the cinematic stuff, why not give away a cinematic-y type sticker pack to go along with those props? So
Yeah, I've seen that movie that, I don't know, 15, 20, 1,000 times.
I know, right? Like that
Yeah.
movie, to me, to see FPV on the big screen, it was just so cool.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind that, I was able to basically, see FPV on the big screen.
Yeah.
It just was so awesome.
And then now you see it everywhere. It's kind of peppered in everywhere. I was watching Survivor the other day, and they were going into one of their challenges, and they had this sweeping shot, came in from the water, and then went alongside all the obstacles. And I'm like, oh, FPVs made it to Survivor. Oh, it's nuts.
Yes. So I'm trying to bring up the StreamYard tool, but for some reason it's not working. I don't know if I'm typing in the wrong. I believe it's StreamYard giveaway tool, but let me try it again. Because StreamYard actually has its own little random picker that makes it a lot easier to do the random picker without having to type in everybody's name. So let me see if... okay, perfect. I found it. I was typing it in wrong. All right. So what you guys are going to have to do is, if you're interested and you're in the US, and the official rules for the giveaway, guys, is down in the video description. If you're interested in winning these props, you're going to have to type down in the live chat hashtag BLK Mamba FPV.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and type it down in the live chat, and I'll show you how to type it in. You're going to do... Well, I better not do that because then it's going to enter me in the win. But it's hashtag BLK MAMBA FPV. Go ahead and type that down in the live chat. Just type it in one time. And I'm going to put Anthony's banner up here as well.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Just type it down in the live chat if you're interested to win the 4 sets of the S3 watermelon props and the Johnny FPV sticker pack. Type in hashtag BLK Mamba FPV. All right. Here we go. We got Jack Rabbit. We got Oomed Out. Yep, that's what you need to type, guys, down in the live chat right now if you want a chance to win the sets of watermelon props and the Johnny FPV sticker pack. And you got to be in the US. Official rules down in the video description. And while you're down in the video description, make sure you check out BlkMambaFPV's channel. Link is down there. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. And please check out my channel as well.
He's got awesome
So we'll
content.
give you guys some time to
love your
get
TikTok
those.
too.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, the TikTok, I decided that I wanted to use it to kind of show like my humorous side.
Yeah.
Because I do have a humorous side. It's not really portrayed as much on YouTube because I didn't want it to like discredit, my tutorials and things that I was trying to show people how to make their lives easier. But I have a lot of fun making the TikToks. I do have a funny side, and I was like, you know what? This is what I'm going to use TikTok for. I'm going to use it to just do all my funny stuff and just post it over there, and then everybody can have a good time and see the silly side of me.
And that's a good idea. And yeah, I've tried a lot of different things to try to get my YouTube channel going, and you don't want to split the audience or kind of make it weird. So yeah, TikTok is a great platform for that. And I mix in some funny videos along with just some flights and stuff like that, and my kids love it. So it's a lot of fun for us to watch funny little videos and stuff on there. So
all right, guys, going to give you guys about 10 more seconds to get that hashtag BlkMambaFPV. I think he spelled that wrong. I'm not sure if I think it has to be exactly right or it won't draw, I believe. So you want to do this one right here. Type in hashtag BlkMambaFPV for your chance to win. Hey, what's up? What's up, Ohmed Out FPV?
Yeah, man. What's going on?
He's like, I'm just going to start throwing in random numbers, man. I want to win something. Nah, man, if you want to win the chance to win the props with the sticker pack, just type down in the live chat what I have popped up here on the screen, just like that. Type that down in the live chat. And what's up, man? Good to see you, brother.
And it was 4 bags too. That was 4 bags of props, man. That'll last you.
Yeah, 4 sets of props, as well as that awesome sticker pack here.
Oh yeah, that's
Red Notice.
That's really dope.
Absolutely.
Now, what have you ever? What other movies do you watch for FPV inspiration?
Oh, so I got to see the movie in theaters, Ambulance.
Okay, that's on my list.
Was fantastic. Vanover did some amazing things, as well as some of the other pilots. Vanover's just the one that stuck in my head, so no discredit to anybody else that was in there. But Michael Bay is just a brilliant director, and he utilized FPV in so many ways in that movie. Honestly, FPV shots were more used in that movie than I expected them to be.
Oh, wow.
I did not expect to see as many FPV shots in that movie as I did, and it was just fantastic.
Well, that one's on my list. I did not get a chance to see that one yet. I did get to see Day Shift, and that was awesome. It's oh my God, he killed it along with the other pilots, and it's awesome. So I love to see it. It's exciting, because you watch everyone else's stuff, but to be able to see it in a venue that is not just on YouTube, it is awesome. It gives everybody hope. I think that's that glimmer that everyone's looking for, at least me, that I know that I want to.
That's the one I still need to catch for sure. The Day Shift. I definitely still definitely want to watch that and check that out. All right, guys. Well, it is time to select the winner of the sticker pack, Johnny FPV sticker pack, with the 4 sets of the Watermelon S3 props.
Well, good luck.
Good luck, everybody. Hey, congratulations to Drone Shots. You are the winner, my friend. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, absolutely. And if you didn't win, don't get discouraged. Don't get upset. We've got another giveaway we're going to do towards the end of the stream. So congratulations to Drone Shots. You are the winner. And in order to claim your prize, my friend, you probably already know what to do, but I'm going to go ahead and tell you anyway. Just go ahead and send me an email at emarvel09@gmail.com. And just to throw this out there, guys, you will never get a message from me on YouTube about winning something. There's a lot of spam, what do you want to call it, scam things going on. The only way that you're going to win and get contacted from me is through email. So that's the only way I do my giveaways, just for that reason. I don't do anything with the YouTube comments because of all the spam and stuff. Oh,
actually, I still got one today.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, brother, if you could still send me that email, because I just get a ton of emails, and I'm just afraid that it's buried so far back there now that I don't want to miss you. So if you wouldn't mind, just send me a fresh one. I would greatly appreciate that. Just shoot me an email and just say, hey, man, it's me. Just give me your address. And that would be great. And I will ship those to you this week. So, all right. Well, thank you, everybody, for...
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I like seeing my hashtag. That's cool.
That's right. Awesome. So let's go ahead and talk about oh, let me change my banner up real quick. There we go. Keep things on schedule here. Let's go ahead and talk about what is on the horizon. What's to come for your channel, Anthony, and TikTok and Instagram. What's the goal? What's the future look like for you?
Well, the push is going to be more on professional level, more professional level grade video, higher quality, using more of my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K and 6K, getting a lot better, higher end footage. Buddy of mine, also FPV, we're working together doing some things with some customers, some car chases and other commercial grade stuff. And so we're looking to move in that direction. For personal flying, I really want to get some spang moves in there to really change up the cinematic flow with a little bit more of the, acrobatics. I really want to get there. So I'm playing a lot in the sim, really trying to get it dialed in, and so I'm
Oh,
just
so
going
you're
to have
you're
to,
trying the Spang style now too.
yeah, but just kind of my watered down version, just maybe a couple moves of rewind here or there to add to the
Yeah,
cinematic view. So that's what I'm looking for.
that's awesome, man.
I got to keep up with my man Lumpy FPV. He
Ah,
he is someone that I aspire to so much, man. And he does what I want to get towards. And I'm always like, hey, if you don't mind, could you help me do this? And he's like, yeah, here's a video. I did this and try that. And so he's an ace, man. So I
that's
talk to him
awesome.
on a daily basis, I think, especially through TikTok. He's nuts, man.
It's so important to have like the people that inspire you in the hobby, the people that push you to want to fly better, to push yourself more. It's so important, and I feel like it just has such a bearing on your progression in the hobby.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, I was kind of frozen for a little bit and doing kind of the same stuff and didn't know really how to connect things. And I went to Team Drone Adventures um, earlier this year, and I met some amazing pilots and kind of sat and watched. And my buddy also FPV was the one that said, "Hey, let's go down there and do this." So I went down with them, and you know, we talked about different people's styles and learning and growing and kind of connecting with folks, and it really lit a fire, man. When I came back, I flew like a madman, and I was hitting gaps that I never hit before, getting lower than I needed to, changing directions and really picking up some of the things that I learned from those pilots, and that was just it changed everything. Everything changed at that moment from what I was how I was flying, and it was such a fire. So you're right, having those opportunities to be inspired, sometimes directly connected to or even through a video, it's huge, man. I'm like, how did it's great to be able to challenge yourself through the videos and then using social media.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and switch gears. Let's talk about what is your favorite FPV setup that you have currently? Are you using multiples of the same, or do you have different quadcopters for different purposes? What's your fleet looking like?
So I've got quite a bit of quads. I've sold a lot, but right now the ones that might go to is I've got these triplets, and they are Wasps, 5 inch, and they're a full out T motor build, so they're all clones.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I just have them in different colors, and honestly, this is because I'm lazy. There's a camera set up for DJI Action 2 on one, and then there's my GoPro Hero 11 on the other. And I'm figuring like I bring them both when I go out. But right now, since it's fall, I'm flying my Apex 6 inch with a T motor blown out. Actually no, the Stax T motor, and then it's got the Zing 2306 motors, and then I also have my Chimera 4 and my Chimera 5 because I really like to when I want to go cinematic. Those are the ones I usually will go with. And since the leaves are changing out here, that's what I've been kind of repping a little bit more.
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds like you got quite a nice fleet right there. And
Yeah,
I'm the
there's
same way. I
there's
like the
more.
redundancy. The redundancy makes it a lot easier, I think, to it just makes it more familiar when you go from quad to quad. If you have similar builds and similar
Yeah,
parts, you can swap what you need. So that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It's been really helpful, even just in how it performs in being able to master the skills. Right. Um,
Yeah.
I just really, I like my center lifters too now.
Oh,
That
all
that's
right.
just a
Stepping
whole
it
nother
up.
animal. Yeah, so Shinjron Thick, that one is just a beast. And then the QAV Pro, that one is another one that I like. And
Nice.
it's just
Okay.
nuts because it's just you feel baller flying it, right?
Oh,
Casual
absolutely. I
flex.
bet.
Oh, what
Yeah.
is that thing? Oh, it's just this, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, this is just, one of the best cinema rigs in the industry.
Well, yeah, 'cause you see TikTok, my goodness, they're putting 3 and 4 cameras, 5 operators. I'm like, look, you guys are way beyond where I'm at right now. Some of these rigs are just crazy. Look like a transformer. I'm like, I'm not
Two
sure if you're
people
trying to
catching it
mind
as it
control.
comes down.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. Now you got to have a team of 5 to get one quad up. But
Right?
it's just epic. The footage they're getting is out of this world. You know, to be able to get some of the things that they're capturing, you're like, you kidding me? But
Welcome in, USA drone flyer, Captain Joe America. Welcome in.
that's an epic name.
I like that. I like that. That's definitely patriotic, right?
Heck
You
yeah,
see the
man.
little flag I have on my wall there, a little
Yeah,
nice
there
little
you
sticker
go.
flag.
So what are you flying on a daily? Sorry to I want to know what you're flying.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You can see if you look down, can you see the back screen here on the live?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
those are my 4 consecutive rigs. They are KinFPV Cypher HDZ frames, and they're rocking the HD0. They're all the same frame, rocking the Emax Eco 2 motors, which I tend to always like go through motors the most with freestyle.
Mhm.
That tends to be what always takes most of the abuse when I hit, walls and pavement and blacktop. So I figured, well, if I'm going to be like crapping out motors all the time, I might as well crap out cheaper ones, right?
Yeah, yeah. And Emax 2s are really good. I have them on my 7-inch
I
Bandolero.
love them. I mean, they're
Yeah.
super smooth. I
They're
love
like
the way they look. I
14
love
bucks.
that. Yeah, like the price,
Yeah.
you really can't knock them.
Yeah, there's have been times that I'm like, "Ooh, what's on this one? Oh, okay, those are 24 a piece. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Now, don't
fly
get me
this one."
wrong. I know some of the Unibel motors can take a little bit more abuse before they call it quits, but you're also paying extra for that. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a trade off, I feel.
Yeah.
So,
But it's funny because sometimes they feel different and sometimes they don't. But maybe that's just my ignorance and I've only been flying for a handful of years. But you know, I sometimes like the idea of having a more cost effective setup when you're gonna go a little crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, so I've been really happy with these. I'm rocking Crossfire on all of them. Also running the DJI Action 2 camera, which I was one of the biggest fans of the session camera.
Hmm.
So when they kind of started depleting and, it was getting harder and harder to find them, and then if you could find them, people were wanting an arm and a leg for them.
Oh yeah.
I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of waiting for the Session 6. Action 2 came out. I liked everything I saw. There was a couple little quirks here and there that I was like, yeah, I know I'm having some trade-offs here, with the whole onboard storage and having to transfer and all that stuff. But
Oh yeah.
I feel like once you get multiple of them, it makes the workflow way easier. It's really not that bad. Just
Oh yeah.
have a couple extra cameras on hand. It's really not that bad. And I try to practice to every single pack I fly. I try to fly a pack, bring it back, and offload. Fly a
Mhm.
pack, bring it back, and offload. Because not only does it make it faster because you're only having to transfer one file at a time, not only does it make it faster transferring, it also kind of prevents you from really ever losing any of your previous flights.
Yeah.
So if I transfer, send my quad out, and oh man, I lost my camera. Well, yeah, I lost that flight, but all the ones prior I have.
Yeah, that's a
So
real smart technique. I
yeah,
I, I like the Action too. We had a little love-hate relationship because I
the back
had a
screen
jitter.
sucks. Let's just throw it out there. The back
Well,
screen is incredibly fragile. I
oh
break
yeah,
just about every single one, but long as you have a front facing screen
you're good to
module,
go.
you're good to go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I had this jitter when you would do rolls, and it would be like it was a weird like oscillation that would happen, and
Huh.
it bothered me so much, and I tried all these different things, and I finally figured out if you every once in a while you do the horizon calibration in the under settings, it will prevent that from happening in all the stabilization modes.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Yeah,
just
it's
calibrate the
horizon.
accelerometer in it.
Yeah, so you do the horizon calibration underneath settings.
Oh,
If you do
good to
that,
know.
and then you can fly all the stability modes and not really have that issue. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I think
Fantastic
for me,
information.
may have been in my bag or whatever, and then it just kind of got weird. And the next thing you know, my footage. I had to throw away a lot of flights because of that jitter. And
Oh yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. Well, good to know, man. Thank you for the information on that.
oh yeah, of course, of
And
course.
guys, if you want to know more cool tips and tricks and information and awesome cinematic freestyle FPV, check out Black Mamba FPV. His channel is down in the video description, guys. Make sure you go check him out. Make sure you throw him a sub because he's got a lot of cool stuff going on. You're not going to want to miss out.
I
And if you're here
appreciate
for the
it.
first time, I would appreciate you check out my channel as well and click that bell icon so you get notified first when I put out new content and live streams. And let's go ahead and switch gears to the community standouts. So, down in the description is a link to my Discord as well as my Facebook group, Drone Addicts. And what I'm going to do, because I've been getting such a overwhelming positive response on Discord from you guys sharing, and I really do appreciate all the shares. We're going to be presenting 2 community standouts from my Discord server, Drone Addicts, and 1 from my Facebook group, Drone Addicts. So the first one that we're going to check out is from Maniac FPV, and we'll get that pulled up here, and we'll check out his awesome video here.
Right, right. I hadn't even watched any videos today, so I'm excited.
This is called Turtle Mode Activated. I like his intro too.
Yeah, that's cool. It's got a 80s kind of cool vibe.
I love it, man. I'm super like into the retro new age stuff.
Oh yeah.
Got some nice smooth lines going
Look at
on
that
here.
loop.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Whoa, he just about took that roof out. Oh,
Oh,
I like
nice.
that. Nice.
Very crisp. Very
He's got
crisp.
nice, clean, snappy moves, and I really like this little awning right here. So much to do in this little awning. He's got so many different gaps.
Oh, that's one of my favorites to go under the gap half, y'all. Right on.
Yes,
Man, this looks like a fun spot.
absolutely. And I'm going to put Maniac FPV's link down in the live chat.
That was rad, man. Oh man, where was he going? This is epic, man. I love it.
I love the fast paced, like, edge of your seat flying like this. It really does keeps it interesting for sure.
Yeah, in that proximity too. Really. It's really cool to watch that. That's one of my favorite things. You get low and real quick. Looks like you're going 1,000 miles an hour.
Oh yeah. And like a lot of great FPV pilots in the hobby, guys, I'm gonna put his link down in the
Nice.
description. He's only got 137 subs. I think we should be able to help him
Oh
out with
yeah,
that,
man.
guys.
Well,
What
you
do you
got one
think?
more from me, man, for sure.
Absolutely. Um, Link to Maniac FPV is down in the live chat now, guys. If you wouldn't mind going ahead and throw him a sub, he'd really appreciate it, man. He is flying
Yeah, he's
pretty
flying his tail off, man.
yeah,
Right
he's
on.
flying his tail off right here. So I think he deserves way more. As a lot of people deserve a lot more than what they're getting. So, and that's what I try to make sure I get people exposed the best that I can because I feel like so many people just deserve so much more
Oh,
recognition. Oh wow, look
yeah.
at that save.
Yeah, that's awesome. Never disarm. That is
That's
my
right.
my
Never
motto.
surrender. That was a perfect example of how he just kept it going.
I don't know the name of this, but I always call it sewing because he went through the loop and then now he's going back and forth and changing the
I
gaps that he's going
believe
through. So it's like he's kind of sewing.
I believe they call it like a corkscrew.
Oh, okay. Right on.
I think that's what they call it.
Oh, trees, my natural nemesis.
I know, right?
Uh,
And look at that, turtle mode to the rescue. Got the quad back.
Heck yeah, man. Right on.
There he is. I got the
Right
the
on.
the
That's a
audio
good one,
muted
man.
just because of copyright, but he just throws it back. And actually, what happened was it actually nicked
Oh,
his fingers there. He accidentally, I believe, hit the wrong button there. So
oh,
definitely got to be careful about that. Let me stop sharing that for a second. So very nice, Maniac. Really did
yeah,
enjoy
no doubt,
that.
man.
Let me get my volume turned up here. Definitely enjoyed that as well, and I'm glad he is okay. I did ask him how he was doing, and he did say his hands have healed up, and yeah, he just I think when he had the transmitter and he picked it up, he hit the wrong button on the transmitter, and that's what got him. It bit him.
Ah, man. That was a good rip, though, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. I
Make sure
like
you
that.
check out Maniac FPV's channel is down in the live chat, guys. Make sure you check him
Mhm.
out. He's been a very awesome active member in my Discord server. Really appreciate you. And I invite each and every one of you guys to my Discord server. The link is down in the video description. Make sure you come on if you're on Discord and you want to come hang out and be a part of a great community. I invite you to come on in and hang out. It's free to join. Yeah, and just share your stuff. Hey,
I can't
thanks
wait
so
to hop
much,
on there.
Starkey. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, now we're going to get to the second um, community standout of the Discord in just a second here, and I'll pull this up. And this is going to be Big Water UAV Solutions is going to be the next one. And he's got a meetup here. So let me get my screen here ready, and we'll switch you back over here.
Right.
I really appreciate all your guys' support tonight, guys. Really is welcome. Really do
Yeah, that's
appreciate that.
cool.
And once again, we're going to mute the audio for copyright reasons. But if you want to see the video in all its glory with the audio and everything, make sure you check out their channels.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Maniac is definitely on the
Absolutely.
list.
Oh yeah. Let me go ahead and get this ready. And we are
Right.
live here. Oh, hey, it's Max Air. Check it out. Maddie Failsafes.
Oh,
Oh, there's Maddie's drone world.
yeah, Maddie.
I remember this from I think either Flyzone's video or Maddie's video. I remember he failsafe. So this is another view from Big Water UAV, which is this is really cool to be able to see multiple perspectives of that day. All right.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
uh,
Having some fun out there, hitting some gates. All right. And I'm going to go
oh,
ahead and put the video or his link to Big Water UAV down in the chat as well.
fail safes. Such I don't know. I try to describe a fail safe to somebody, that's not in the hobby, and I'm like, a
Right.
fail safe is literally like, imagine I push you down the stairs and you can't move, or you're moving and you're like, oh crap, I'm gonna fall, and there's nothing you can do about it, and you just hope that you don't break your stuff. And
There's
it's
nothing you
such
can
a
do
weird
about
feeling.
it, but it is the best scenario when you lose control link. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. It is the best solution is to just have it drop out of the sky.
Yeah,
That's the safest way. You don't ever want to have it hold position because that thing could fly to China before it comes back. And you never know where it's going to land. Better just to have it drop out of the sky.
yeah. Oh, this is
All right,
smooth.
guys, I'm
This is good
getting
shape.
the link here ready for big. Oh, check it out, chasing the
Yeah,
fixed wing.
this is awesome.
That is awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, the tracking is
Hey, welcome in,
amazing.
Adrian Mateo. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in, brother. I'll get your clap here in a minute. I'm getting ready to share um, Big Water UAV's channel real quick, and then I'll get my audio turned back on. All right. Get that pulled up here, and I get that down in the live chat so you guys can check out his channel. Let me get it in the live chat here. There we go. I got the link to Big Water UAV's channel in the live chat, guys. Make sure you check him out.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good stuff. I've seen a lot of his work.
And there you go, Adrian. I made sure I have my clap there for you. Welcome in, man. Good, so good to see you. Appreciate all your support, man. I really do. He said that dude gets around. Yeah,
Gaps for
yeah.
days. Look at that.
He he
Right
net
on, hitting
he
all
does
those
some good
gates.
networking. Nice, smooth. The footage looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's good.
Really good. I would say he's definitely using an ND filter. It looks like he's got that good motion blur going on.
Yeah.
It's really good. Hitting some nice gates. That looks like a really fun meetup too.
Yeah, it does. This is from Midwest Drone World, right? Or Midwest? No, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
Adventure FPV and I we really wanted to go to that event. We didn't get a chance to, but I would definitely want to do the next one. I think he
Yeah,
said
for
that the next one
sure.
was going to be at a lake.
Oh
Yeah,
wow, that would be cool.
this is awesome.
He said I thought it was a roulette wheel. Yeah, that's my awesome sound effects, man. You know, the $1,000 sound effects. I'm just kidding. It's just on my $1,000 phone. It's a free app.
Yeah, this is really smooth flying. Like, see, I like this.
Yeah, definitely. I like the gates kind of going through a little bit slower. It kind of shows you more of a cinematic approach to hitting the gates.
Yeah.
And I love the fixed wing chasing. That was really cool.
Yeah, that tracking is so really good. And that's one of the things that, you know, it's always good to meet up people that you can do some chasing,
Oh
because besides
yeah.
the fact that the footage looks awesome, just to be able to have, more chasing, to kind of put under your belt, it's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, and they got some nice B-roll here of hanging out with everybody. Oh, look, it's Jake Sloan. Check that out. Jake Sloan was there. That's
That's
cool.
some good guys there.
Yeah. I saw him and I recognized his smile immediately. I'm very good with faces, usually.
Chimera, or it's like a
That definitely looks like a 7-inch. Maybe. Yeah.
yeah, he's got the bones. I never tried the bones. Um, the I mean, I'm sure it's just like every other GoPro, but I'd be really interested to try the bones, or the new one they're coming out with, the mini, the 11 mini.
Yeah, my friend Chris Justice, he actually has the GoPro 10 bones and he really likes it. And he's actually been able to make the power cable a little bit more protected
Oh,
from like
okay.
crashes and stuff. And he's been really happy with it. The quality is just fantastic. I mean, basically, you got a GoPro 10, you know?
Yeah. I that's why I really like the small 4K, but
Mm,
I damaged so many, it's two or three, with the in from crashes, and just the randomness that happens sometimes where your power cable gets pulled out, or it's
yeah.
off the board, or it was rough for a little bit. I even worked with one of the reps to help get a solution, because I'm like, I'm breaking these cameras, man. Like, I need something that's going to work. But that's still one of my favorite kind of small frame cameras, next to the
And
Insta
and
360
it's
Go
nice
2.
that it's like a lot lighter, you know? It was actually a lot lighter than I thought it would be, to be honest.
Really. Oh,
Hey, what's up, Headshot? Good to see you, man.
hey.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I am very grateful for your help with the Discord, man, because when I first got into it, I knew absolutely nothing about Discord other than people wanted me to get one set up. I kept getting request after request. Man, you got Discord? You got Discord? So I finally decided to go ahead and jump in. And my good brother Headshot here, he helped me out. I really appreciate you, man, for all your help with that. Really do appreciate it.
Right on, man. That's good. Helping people. People helping people. That's what FPV is about, right?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
exactly. Yeah, like we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, right? I mean,
Ooh.
I have strengths and I have weaknesses, and Discord in the very beginning was a very big weakness for me because I had no idea what I was doing.
See, and Discord was a little hard for me, because I'm like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm missing all the conversation. And where is everybody? And then, oh, they're all here. Okay, now I'm here. What's going on? Yeah, I struggled a little bit with that one. Man,
No
this
problem,
person,
Adrian. So glad you came in tonight, man. Thank you so much for your support.
right on, man.
And enjoy that dinner, my friend. And we will catch you on the next one. We're going
Right
to be
on.
having another show in not next Sunday, or maybe it is next Sunday. It's either next Sunday or the Sunday after. I've got another show as well. So just keep your eye out. Make sure you click the bell icon so you get notified. That's all. All right.
Man, I am mesmerized. This is such a smooth flight. This is dreamy.
It is. I
Like
mean, the the
this is
footage
really
is so
cool.
creamy.
And then I love the mix of the acro moves, with the smooth flying through the gates. Like there was some awesome power loops in there and different transitions. And that inverted yaw spin was nasty. Like, God, I love a good inverted yaw spin.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was telling everybody that the link to my Discord is down in the video description. So if you guys would like to come in and join, we welcome you. It's free to join. Come hang out and share what you want to feature on a future live stream. Yeah, and we're also doing. I'm actually doing some unique Discord giveaways as well to kind of keep everybody on their toes. So I like giving back. That's what it's all about to me. I like giving back to the community. And having a monetized channel makes it a lot easier to do that. And your guys, support is what it's all about. I'm able to take all the proceeds that I make from the channel and put it right back out into the community for giveaways. And that's what it's all about for me.
That's really cool. It's cool to have, people out there like you, they're doing that.
Absolutely.
Because this
Make
is not the
somebody's
cheapest hobby.
yeah. Like everybody can use, a gift card to a FPV vendor, or a couple extra sets of props,
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever. It can make their lives a little bit easier.
Heck yeah. There's nothing like looking in your little stash with all your props. You're like, oh man, I got to order more props or get more props. What am I going to do? Like, I got to make it through, right? So it's cool to have those little
Absolutely.
hookups. It's awesome.
That's one thing I tend to always buy my props in bulk. Sometimes you can get them cheaper. Hey, there's Kim Fuse. She actually won a bot grinder frame off of my live stream with bot grinder, so
Oh,
she got
awesome.
her frame and is very happy with that. Have drone will fly. There's Chris there. I like how he put all the names. Now we
Yeah.
got a smoke chase. Oh yeah, here we
Oh,
go.
that's awesome.
Man, this video has like everything.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, he's got everything in here. He's got the fixed wing chase, the freestyle, now the smoke chase. And guys,
I've never done one of those. This looks cool.
yeah, it is a lot of fun. It's not the easiest thing to do because the drones are smaller, but it is fantastic. It's fun when you can get right up on him. He's doing a great job at tracking
Yeah,
them
he
too.
is. Yeah, he is on his ass, man.
That's
It's
perfect.
perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the link, guys, to Big Water UAV's channel is up here on the screen. It's down in the live chat. Make sure you check him out. Show him some love. Greatly would appreciate that.
Is that a DJI FPV drone that he's
It
chasing?
looks like it. I was just getting ready
Yeah.
to say it does look like that. Yes.
Now, did you
That
like
is
that
cool.
quad? Have you flown that one?
I have not had a chance to fly it. I've seen it up close. I think it's a fantastic tool. I see it being more of a long range style flyer, honestly, to get like the long, smooth cinematic shots,
Yeah.
versus I don't think it's really good for like, freestyle bashing and all that.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's really what it's meant for. But
I agree. It's a lid for every pot, and for me, I
yeah.
use it. When it's really cold. I did some flights with it last year when it was in the teens and below, and I
Oh
just would
wow.
send it out, and I wasn't even concerned. The battery life was only minimally replenished.
Yeah.
Besides that, it was a great flyer. And if I'm going to scope out a mountain dive, so
That's
if we
right.
go up to the mountains, we'll go ahead and take the DJI FPV drone and send her out, and then it's going to come back. It's provided you don't
Yeah.
hit anything, and so then okay, we've got some RF issues over here or here, and then you send the FPV out to really get in there.
Exactly.
So
I think
it's
the DJI FPV drone might be a good rescue drone as well.
Yeah, it could be. I should set something up. Me and my 3D printers. I want to get one of those little hand grabber things like they
I've
sell
got
so
one up
many.
here.
Oh,
I
I gotta get one. I have to make
I've
one.
got a 7-inch that I had my brother MD95 TSI build for me, and it's got a servo release on it to release the hook if it ever gets stuck, and if you
Uh-huh.
want to like grab the drone with the claw and drop it. I will have the video coming out for that, guys. We were
Oh, that's
supposed to
rad.
test it out last Sunday, and the weather just said no. We got rained out, and we have to reschedule the testing for that, but it is coming. So if you want to see a 7-inch rescue drone attempt to lift a 5-inch freestyle drone and rescue it, it's got dual cameras. It's got a front facing camera as well as a downward facing camera, so I can switch
Awesome.
to line up the claw to grab the quad. We're going to be doing a testing video, a collaboration with me and MD95 TSI. So make sure you click the bell icon so you get notified when that video comes out. Hopefully, we'll be having that come out shortly within the next couple weeks or so.
That would
So
be awesome. I can't wait to check that out. My only epic rescue that I've ever done is I had my Inspire 2 with a coat hanger, and it
yeah,
saved one of my Cinewhoops off the roof. And my daughters and I, we worked together and MacGyvered this thing. And I said, okay, the only stabilized drone that I have is the Inspire 2. And so
that's
I just
fantastic.
hooking this thing, and then we brought it down, and it was sunset, and then I lined the sun up and got my epic Instagram shot, and I'm like, yes,
That's
rescue.
awesome. That's awesome. Whatever
That's
works, right? I mean, whatever gets your
hey,
quad back. We don't care how we get it back, just as long as you get it back.
exactly.
And guys, make sure on Friday nights at 8 p.m., check out the Drone Network, MD95 TSI, and Crystal Justice. Go on, hang over there, have a good time over on their live stream as well. Good things going on. You're not going to want to miss out. And I hear they got some pretty cool upgrades in the mix.
Oh, right
So
on. That sounds like
thank you
fun.
for Big Water UAV and Maniac FPV for sharing over on my Discord, and thank you, Anthony, for watching that with me and having a good time with that.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast for sure. A
We've
lot of
got
fun.
one more community standout from my Facebook group, Drone Addicts. So we'll get ready to roll that in, and then we're going to go ahead and do the last giveaway, guys. So you want to hang out for that, and then we're going to have some open Q&A for Anthony and myself in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it rolling here and do
All
the
right. Let's.
last community standout. So this one is actually going to be from my Facebook group, Drone Addicts. So if you are on Facebook, I invite you to join that group as well. As of right now, I'm only featuring one video per live stream from my Facebook group and 2 videos per live stream from my Discord server. So just so everybody knows. And we'll go ahead and get this
Submissions in
pulled up.
there.
What's that?
I might have to get some
Yeah,
submissions in there.
absolutely. Want to see what you guys are doing out there, and we definitely like sharing what you guys got going on as well. So, all right, we're going to skip the ads on this one, and I'm going to get this ready to go.
Right.
This is from Backpack Jack. Make sure you check out Jackie, and I will put her link down in the live chat once we get rolling here. She actually got herself a brand new DJI Avata.
Ooh.
Right? DJI Avata. So I believe this is probably her first FPV style drone, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah. The Avata
Look
is
at that
cool.
thing ripping.
I got a chance to try that this past week, and I'm like, it's really impressed. Really impressed.
I think the Avata is a fantastic tool for the cinematic up close and personal shots. I think that's where it's really going to shine.
Yeah.
Maybe some indoor stuff, maybe some low altitude outdoor stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes exactly where you put it, and it is just it's awesome. It very, very buttery.
That's so cool.
Oh, she's using the motion controller.
All right. Getting out there with it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
she's a brave one. I have the motion controller for the DJI FPV drone, and I'm nice and smooth with it. I not flying around hardly at all with it. I'm better with the radio.
Yeah, I think the motion controller for the right person um is a good entryway into getting the FPV experience. Um and then, you can progress from there and go to
Yeah,
get the controller if you want to do more advanced flights.
yeah,
But I think for someone who's just coming from camera drones, I think the motion controller is perfect to kind of get them used to flying FPV.
yeah. But it is a lot more control. There's a it's for me when I tried it, it slowed things down enough just to be able to get a little bit more cinematic and a little bit have a different level of control. But I thought of like from an accessibility standpoint, where folks may not be able to handle a radio. It's such a great tool to get them flying. I,
And I put the link to Backpack Jackie's link is in the live chat, guys. Make sure you check out her channel as well for more upcoming DJI Avata stuff.
right on.
It looked
She,
like she was having a blast. She was smiling, did a little bit of tree trimming as well.
yeah, that was a cool location. Really cool location. Do you know? Did she say
Yeah.
where she lives? Is that like New
Spain.
Mexico or Spain?
All the way from
Right
Spain.
on.
Absolutely,
Oh,
guys.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So her link is down in the live chat. Make sure you guys check her out as well. And make sure down in the video description, guys, you check out BlkMambaFPV. You're not going to miss out what Anthony's got coming up on the channel. Awesome stuff coming up, some cinematic flying, as well as some nice tutorials and some fixes for the DJI Action 2, which I think that's fantastic that you found a fix for the what do you want to call it, the shutters or the stutters?
Yeah, it's just a weird little jitter. Yeah, and I try.
Jitters, yeah.
I really try to bring what I can, and because I think that I've learned from other people, and if we can all learn, we're all growing. So I like
And
to
that
share whatever I
smile,
can
man.
learn.
Who doesn't want to see more of that smile, man? Like I'm telling you, that right there, like that's what drew me in. When I first saw your first TikTok video that I saw, and I think it was the one that went viral actually.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
bet. I bet
and you're like,
most people
hey,
caught me
this
from
is
there.
this is Anthony, BlkMambaFPV, and you were just so happy and energetic and that smile. I was like, man, this guy's great. Like I gotta follow him. Like I want to see more of this. Like this is fantastic.
Well, I appreciate it. I am very blessed, and this is a lot of fun. So I typically will always try to find a good time.
Yeah. Have
Yeah.
you ever thought about doing your own live streams?
I've thought about it. I have. That's probably the next step, and I think I may go podcast first, and
Yeah.
then kind of jump over because I like your structure. You got a good structure in the flow, and it helps keep things moving. And
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm a talker, so I'm afraid that I'm like, oh gosh, I missed all those. Well, okay, all right, and that's our show. Thanks everybody. So maybe I'll put some structure to give it a go.
Yeah, I do try to keep a structured show. That was always the goal in the beginning, was to have structure. That way when people come to the show, they kind of know like what to expect, because it's kind of okay, we're going to do this, now we're going to do this, and transitioning is not always the easiest to do. But I feel like if you just actively are thinking about the structure of the show, the StreamYard makes it really easy, I feel, to just kind of follow. You got the banners, so you can kind of remind yourself what needs to happen next, and just kind of go with the flow.
Right on. Well, I like it. I like it, and thank you, Double A. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's right. Aaron's awesome. I got to meet Aaron at IO. Let me tell you something, man. Aaron is one of the most positive, inspirational people in the hobby. Without Aaron, I would not have had the experience that I had at IO. He gave me basically the coup de grace, the VIP. IO experience when we went over there, and I'm just so thankful for Aaron. That was just awesome time. Awesome
That's
time.
cool. Right on, dude.
That was on my bucket list, and man, he just made it just such a great time. I didn't want to leave.
That's really cool.
The only thing that pushed me to leave was I missed my family. I wanted to come back and see my family, but if it was not for my family, I probably would have just stayed.
Yeah, that makes it hard to be away, but that's awesome to have that kind of fun.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging in there tonight. I know we've gone a little bit longer than usual, but I really appreciate everybody hanging in there. And to show my appreciation, we are going to go ahead and do the final giveaway of the night. This is for anybody that has a email address, email account. All you have to have is an email account to win this giveaway. You can be in the U.S., you can be outside of the U.S., does not matter, because what we're going to be giving away right now is a $25 Pyrodrone gift card. That's right, guys. Who doesn't need more money for FPV stuff?
For sure.
Now, the awesome thing about Pyrodrone is they do international shipping. Imagine that, right? So I thought, man, this is going to be a good way to be able to include my international viewers as well.
That's awesome. And I love Pyrodrone. Oh my gosh, one of my favorites.
I know, right?
Yeah, one of my favorites.
I love Pyrodrone.
Yeah.
So
they love me too, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially when you start, placing those orders. Oh yeah. They will show that love.
Oh yeah.
Hey, welcome in, BlkMeister. Good to see you as well, man.
Hey.
Thanks for stopping by. All right. So, in order to win the $25 Pyrodrone gift card, you are going to need to type down in the live chat. You're going to like this one, Anthony.
Okay.
You're going to have to type in #PerfectSmile. There we go, guys. If you guys are interested in winning the $25 Pyrodrone gift card, official rules are down in the video description. However, for the gift card, this is anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, you have an email address, you can enter in to win this. Pyrodrone does international shipping. So if you want a chance to win a $25 Pyrodrone gift card, just like BlkMeister just put up here, you got to type it in. #PerfectSmile.
Yeah, who doesn't want a Pyro? I was just on there today. I'm like, what do I need, or what can I make myself need?
Yes.
One of my favorite spots. One of my favorite spots.
Welcome in Jackrabbit Freedom and Jay Moyer 240SX. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Let's go ahead and get those entries in, man.
240SX sound like some chasing. That's chasing.
All right.
Sideways driving.
We got X-Hawk. Good to see you as well. AZ Drone Dude. We got 3D FPV Club. And Mark White and Drone Shots. Thank you guys so much for all your activity tonight and all your support. It really does mean a lot. That's right. #PerfectSmile, man. That's what I see when I see Anthony smile. I see a perfect smile right there.
Right on, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and that's the one thing, honestly, that is extremely contagious besides FPV. Is a really good smile.
Well, my favorite is smiling when a crash, because I know that a lot of people are going to laugh at my expense. So that's one of my first things. I'm like, here we go. You know me. That's why I play the little jackass music in the background, because
yeah. Hey, what's up, TJ Giggles and Drones? Good to see you, man.
Smile. Yes.
That's all right. You almost got it. It's actually ERIK. It's weird. I know. I'm one of those weird Erics.
No, stand out. Stand out.
That's right. That's right. Yep. So once again, guys, we'll give you guys a couple more minutes to get your entries in to win the $25 Pyro Drone gift card. All you got to do is have an email address. This is for international as well as U.S. International and U.S. people. So if you have an email address, all you got to do is type down in the live chat right now, #PerfectSmile for your chance to win the $25 Pyro Drone gift card.
In a world where Pyro Drone gift cards are available.
That's right, Anthony.
All right. So we're going on the road, apparently. So apparently you and I are going on the road doing movie trailers. I've already put it in the works. There we go.
I know. It's so funny. Me and my girlfriend were watching something today on TV, and I started like doing like the infomercial in the voice, and she's like, You're so corny. And I'm like, I know. I'm like, I just can't help myself. She's like, do you really have to repeat like every word? I'm like, yeah, I just have to.
Verbatim. Got it. It's part of what we do.
That's right. Oh man, he said #what? You got it, man. You got it. #PerfectSmile. That's right. Yes. We'll give you guys a couple more. Hey, did I welcome in Steve-O earlier? If I didn't, welcome in Steve-O.
Hey.
Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I try not to miss anybody, guys. I really do try not to miss anybody. So if I did miss you, I apologize. And you can just put it down in the live chat. You know, you're awful. But I know I try to make sure I acknowledge everybody. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I appreciate you as well, Anthony. So thank you so much for your time tonight.
I've been looking forward to this ever since you reached out. Really excited, and my friends and family were like, "Oh man, that's gonna be really cool." So I was like, "Okay, now I'm nervous," but we're good.
Nah, no reason to be nervous, man. It's just a couple guys hanging out that love FPV and drones, and the whole premise of the show was, I want to bring people on. Not only have I had some really, big numbers guests on here, which I'm extremely thankful for, but I also just want to bring people who I feel are a positive addition to the community. I feel like I want to have people on here that are just a positive influence in the FPV community, whether you have, 100 subs or if you have 100,000 subs. I want to have you on the show because I feel like everybody that contributes to a positive outlook in the community and makes a positive indentation, I want to have you on my show. I feel like you need to be recognized. And Anthony, I feel that you are an extremely positive member in the FPV community, and I'm thankful for you, brother. I really am.
I appreciate that. That's really cool. Thank you so much, because I have a lot to be thankful for. So there's no reason. I try to always turn to positivity if I can, unless I hit a tree.
Yeah.
Again. I'm just kidding.
I've had them days where I try to make myself be positive, but I've been in some slumps. Let me tell you, I've dunked a quad in underwater. It was one of my brand new builds, GoPro and all. I dunked it underwater, and it took everybody that was out there to cheer me up after that. And finally they were like, man, you don't give up. Like, go look for it again. And I said, all right, let me go look for it again. And I walked the little coast there, and sure enough, man, there it was staring at me. Just on the ledge of like being 3 foot deep versus being like 6 foot deep. It was right on the ledge at 3 foot. And I looked down at it and I said, there's my quad. Oh my God. So I dove right in for it. It was like wintertime. It was so cold. I didn't care. I hopped in there, I grabbed it, and I got my quad back. And that was one of the days where I talk about those extreme highs and lows. That was one of them.
Yeah, I can imagine. I lost 2 Chimera 7s to the great outdoors here in Colorado. And the last one was, I went up to fly. Everything looked great. And I just lost it. I had no idea. I didn't put my beeper on. I just was one of those things that just. So yeah, and the buddies though, but FPV being what it was, they sat out there for another hour plus helping me look through the woods to try to figure out where this quad was. And that made me feel good. Yeah, yes, you lost a Hero 9 and a 7-inch quad, and heaven forbid the battery. You lost all of that. But to have people that would stay an hour and then check, hey, I made it home. Are you still looking, or whatever the situation is? That was uplifting. So
It
it's
is.
always it's cool.
It's so cool because same thing. Everybody that was with me that day, they were super supportive. They put their quads down, they took their goggles off, and they immediately went and helped me look for it. They were looking, they were trying to cheer me up, and that can make all the difference in the world. Because I tell you, when you suffer a loss like that, you really, it's very hard to stay positive. It really is, because you're just like, man, like, that was a lot of money I just lost. Like, that really stings,
And then you play it back in your head. Well, if I just, and then, and then you're looking at your DVR with your goggles, and my girls already know. They're like, okay, where are we looking? Like,
Yes. And it was like, it wasn't that I even did anything like cool. It was just, I was in a new area and I was not aware of my surroundings like I should have been. And I skipped off the ground, and I lost my orientation. And all I saw next was water coming up. And I'm like, oh God, do I disarm? Do I not disarm? And I disarmed, hoping it would land and hit the coast before it went in. And it literally hopped and did the hop right into the water. I was like, no, oh man. But yeah, I got it back, thank God. So yeah, that was a relief. Even though everything was wet, getting that GoPro back, the GoPro was fine. I mean, GoPro getting wet's like nothing.
Yeah, sometimes that's the win you need, to be honest.
Yes.
Is that camera, but
yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go ahead and do the drawing. So good luck to everybody.
Yeah, good luck.
And here we go.
Pyro Drone, $25 gift card.
Hey, Steve-O!
Right on.
Congratulations, Steve-O. You have
W.
won the $25 Pyro Drone gift card. So let me go ahead and get more confetti, because there's got to be more confetti on the edrone show.
Heck yeah.
Got to be more. The more the merrier.
$25? That's
right. Steve-O, congratulations, my friend. You have won the $25 Pyro Drone gift card. All right. So, in order to claim your prize, you already know what you got to do. But in case you don't know, you're going to have to shoot me an email at emarvel09@gmail.com with your shipping information. Not shipping information, sorry. With your email address. And I will send that to you this week to your email, a $25 virtual Pyro Drone gift card. So, yes. Thank you, each and every person that entered in to win. I appreciate all you guys. And, oops. Let me switch my banner back around here. If you didn't win, guys, don't be upset. There's plenty more ways to win. There's plenty more live streams to come. So just make sure you're subscribed and you click that bell icon so you get notified first when I put out new content and live streams. And there's even another way you can win. If you're on Discord, hop into my Discord server. I'm doing some Discord exclusive giveaways there as well. So you don't want to miss out.
Right on.
All right. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and open it up for open Q&A for Anthony, myself, and the chat. If you guys have any questions for Anthony, BlkMambaFPV, myself, or the chat, now's the time to ask. Hey, what's up, Jay Moyer? Welcome in, welcome in. If I didn't see you earlier.
Awesome show.
See, that's what it's all about. You guys are awesome. Like, I love it when everybody's supportive of who wins. Like, congrats, man. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. Be happy for who wins. Absolutely. Thank you so much for everybody being supportive of everybody tonight. Greatly do appreciate that. All right. So we will wait for some questions to come in, and I'll go ahead and ask a question to you as well.
All right.
So, how are you liking that GoPro 11?
Okay, GoPro 11 is massive for me. And really that aspect ratio, the 8:7, I love it because then I can take that content easily, port it over. And generally when I do my workflow for working my videos in Final Cut Pro, I go ahead and render out the full regular, 16:9 video. Then I hit my virtual, cut that one down for TikTok, and it works perfect. And the colors, it's I don't know. A lot of people didn't think it was much of an upgrade from the 10, but I think it was. I really do. I mean, even that new processor, it starts up faster. And a lot of times I'll hand carry a GoPro on me and just Pam, oh my gosh, look at this, check this out, especially for my kids or we're out and about. And it's perfect, man. I love it. And all my talking head intros are done with the actually right now I have a 10 in there. I haven't moved it over in the Volta, but that was my objective is I wanted to use the 11 as one camera that I have in the Volta grip for the talking head intros and then one to fly. So that's actually kind of the reason why I have my two 11s, but I love it. It's great camera.
Nice. Why is the sky blue and why is the grass green? I would say the sky is blue because if the sky was green,
We'd always
then
crash. No.
we'd be flying upside down. I don't know. Why is life so complicated sometimes? That's a good question, man. That's a good question. And I'm going to throw this out there because, like I said, this is open Q&A. So any questions you have, I honestly feel that life is complicated because if life was always simple and everything always went right, we wouldn't really even appreciate that because we wouldn't understand the struggle. I feel like, you don't really appreciate the good times without some bad times, right?
Yeah, got to pepper
And,
them
and
in.
and honestly, as much as we all would love to have good times all the time, it's honestly some of the bad times that shape and mold us into who we are today.
So the answer is because no, but I agree with you 100%, Eric. You need that, and
Yep.
it's you always have that need to have that reflection point that it could always be worse. Things could always get worse,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it's just a moment of things not being that great. So I 100% subscribe to that.
Do you 3D print your mounts or buy them? I'll let you take that one first.
3D print them. Um, I have been blessed with having several machines. So I actually have four machines, Ender 5, and I've got two or three Ender 3s. And so that's typically how I'll mass print all of my stuff. But yeah. And then I always
Nice.
go 100% infill, super duper slow. I could care less at that point. Let the machine run. It's going to go overnight anyway, and then come back to just that goodness. So yeah, I will always print them.
3D prints, I used to buy them from Brain 3D,
Which
just
makes
because
good that's good prints. Their
I,
prints
I
are amazing.
didn't feel like I wanted to learn another hobby just because with the YouTube and the drones and the RCs, and I got RC boat up there. It's just like I felt like I just didn't want to have another hobby to where I felt like I would spread myself too thin, right? So, my good buddy MD95 TSI, Chris Justice, he's been 3D printing for years and years and years, and he has just learned so much throughout the years. So he is my designated 3D printer. I use him for all my 3D prints now. If I need something printed, I will slide him some cash and be like, "Hey man, can you print me some of this or some of that?" And every time it's been, to me, it's just as good a quality as Brain 3D.
Right
So if
on.
you are looking for prints, definitely hit him up. Anthony as well, I'm sure, does really nice quality prints. So I'm sure. Have you ever had anybody hit you up for prints, like
Yeah, I
offer to
thought,
buy some?
especially on the RC side, I would print custom mounts for the speed capturing devices. Especially for the Armas, I would do 3D printed rails for folks, and then I do some prototyping for some small stuff for different kind of mounts and different connection points to the quad. And yeah, and actually a lot of ducks because I have all the machines and I could set the whole print. I could set one printer to pretty much do, some of the small all odds and ends, and the other two are printing ducks. So I'll just have the machines going, and it's one shot, the whole thing prints. So
Nice.
yeah, that comes in a lot of handy.
What is your favorite TPU?
Saying smart.
Yeah, that's typically the rolls that I'll buy for Chris Justice is the Sane Smart.
Yeah,
I
saying
really
smart.
like
Yes.
that brand.
And their colors are super rich. Love that chaos purple. I'm on a purple kick, so I think I've got 3 or 4 quads that are purple, or got a mix. But for as much printing as I do, I'm kind of a lazy printer. Like, I'll throw it on there, set it and forget it, or check it. But I wish I had the passion to do the multiple colors and to do
Yeah.
it meticulously. I just don't like waiting 6 hours or something to have it print, to mess it up at the end. I'm like, that's like watching a movie and then, oh, it's about to be finished. Okay, just unplug the TV or go to something else. It's like, like
I
I
love
just let
the
it go.
I love the translucent blue. It's the edrone blue.
Oh
I
yeah, that
love
is
it.
nice.
That's my color. However, I did a poll on my community tab one time. Believe it or not, purple is the most popular color in my community.
Hmm.
That was the color that got the most votes on my community tab was purple. Believe it
Yeah,
or not.
see, I love it. Yeah. Here's my chaos purple with
Nice.
the ethics peanut butter and jelly props.
That's a perfect
Um,
combination.
yeah, then this has just been my go-to for a while. And then I also have a Ken FPV, I think, Access. That's all purple as well. That's even got periwinkle props on it. I went all purple on that one. Um, but and then when I put yellow, sometimes I'll rock my this quad, the one I just showed you, the Wasp, with neon green, so it's kind of the Joker. So kind
Oh
of the
yeah,
Joker
yeah,
vibes.
yeah.
Yeah. So
That's what's up.
yeah. Sorry, some questions I
Ciotti
was
is all
talking.
about that purple. There you go. Yep, Ciotti loves the purple. Actually, JB too. Joshua Bardwell, he really likes the
Oh
purple as
yeah.
well.
Yeah, I watched.
Yep.
Maybe that's where I kind of pulled it from. You see it and see
Yeah.
it, you're like, oh yeah. And actually, that and cayenne as well. Cyan, excuse me. I
Mm-hmm.
love that light blue color, and I went through a phase, and there's several of them that are that color. And a lot of times it's kind of what you can find, because it took me a while to stumble on Sane Smart. I bumped around a lot, and there's a micro center here, so I would get TPU from there, and it would be horrible, it wouldn't be 95A, so it wouldn't, you could print at 200% if that was possible, I'm just saying, but it would never have that rigidity that a 95A had. And so then when I found it, I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and buy a bunch of this stuff. Once I
So
found what I
I
like.
actually have a question for Anthony as well. So, what would be your favorite camera drone? Not non FPV drone, like a GPS camera drone.
Okay. you know um I'd have to say that Mavic 3. I think if
Okay.
money was an object and I could get it, I would really, really like that one. I love my Inspire 2. I would have to say Inspire 2. Besides
Mm-hmm.
the fact that it takes forever to get set up. No, really
Oh,
doesn't.
but it's
But
so cool though,
it
right?
is
Like when it,
just, and then arms go up. Oh,
yeah, the
yeah.
arms go up.
Now,
Man, it
yeah,
just
that's
has
the
that
subtle flex.
Terminator like feel
It's
to it.
it's perfect. But probably the Mavic 3. If I could get one, I would get the Mavic 3, because I think I still like the way like a camera drone cruises, and I
Mm-hmm.
love not being able to worry. You know, because in the
It
back of your
is.
head
It
when you're
is a
flying FPV, you're just worrying.
Yeah.
So
It's
I
a
would love that.
different type of flying. It's a more relaxed flight. Um, and I enjoy it to kind of like change things up, because FPV is just like adrenaline like the whole time, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat. Whereas with the camera drone, if I just want to take a nice relaxed flight and get some nice cinematic shots, I can just like take my time, I can like talk to somebody sitting next to me while I'm flying, kind of thing, and
Yeah,
just kind of cruise on out there.
yeah. And for me, in addition to that, it's that worry free.
Mm-hmm.
You're not saying you don't have to worry if you're flying a GPS drone. He's obviously still got to pay attention, but you still don't have that raw wire feeling that, okay, if I don't pay 100% attention right now, I'm going to crash this thing. So yeah, I enjoy that. And what about you?
So I used to have the Mavic Air 2, and that was a phenomenal drone for the price. I felt like when it first came out, you couldn't really get much better for the price point. I feel like it was the
Hmm.
best value. You got the best bang for the buck. It was incredibly stable, excellent image quality. Um, and then they came out with the Air 2S, which was even better
Right.
in some ways. Some people actually still prefer the original Air 2 for their own personal reasons. So I actually ended up jumping on the Mini 3 Pro. And the reason that I jumped on the Mini 3 Pro was it had a better camera sensor than my Air 2.
Hmm.
Um, it was able to look upward with the gimbal, as well as rotate to do 4x3, and use the whole sensor to do the 4x3 shots for like TikTok and Instagram. And then the flight time on it, I was able to get the extended batteries. I can
Oh,
get like 40 minutes of flight time on that little guy,
wow.
which is like I can get anything I need, camera drone wise, like done. And it's super quiet. When I tell you quiet, I've launched this thing in the middle of a campground and nobody batted an eye, nobody blinked, nobody looked at it. Like it just is that quiet that it just doesn't disturb people.
I actually have to take mine back. I didn't get a chance to try the Mini 3, but I love the Mini 2. And I love this
Yeah.
how small it was, and I love that it was easy to fly. And I took my wife out and she said, "Oh, I want to fly." And she was hitting gaps. I was like, "Oh, okay." Like,
Okay, there you
right
go.
on. Okay, I didn't know you
Right?
had it in you, but it was so easy and so quiet. And it's a pleasant change because sometimes you fly an FPV, it has a noise, it has a sound, you don't really want to disturb anybody.
Yep.
Um and that quad was a is a really good quad. That was one of my favorites, especially for the size. And living here in Colorado, having something really quick and small you can send out and be able to get good footage. Yeah, Mini 2 was a really
So
good one.
for basically all of my 107 work that I've done on the side has all been camera drones.
Mm.
I've done construction, um, photography, videography of what do you want to call it? Timeline, like as they're building it, come back different
Okay, yeah,
times to
just
get
time
different
lapse. Yeah,
shots as it's being built to kind of have like a reference for the homeowner to see the different phases of the construction, right?
right.
That's all been camera drone. And here recently, I just partnered up with a chimney company here local to me, and I've been using the Mini 3 Pro to do chimney inspections as well.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, and I actually had to do a job at night where it required me to attach lights to my Mini 3 Pro to shine the lights at the top of the chimney so that he could put a camera up the chimney to see the orientation of where the repair needed to be made, right? Without having to put somebody on the roof. And I have a video about those lights coming out tomorrow. That video
Right
will be
on.
dropping tomorrow at 6 a.m. A lot of fun with the lights on the Mini 3 Pro. So if you're into that kind of stuff, definitely check it out. I'll have that out tomorrow morning.
Well, I can't wait to see that. Mini 3 is a cool little quad, man.
It
It's
really
a
is
cool.
a lot of fun. What does TPU stand for? Ooh, this should be like a bonus question or something.
I do not know what TPU stands for. I can remember looking at this chart on like what temperature
Thermal
you should be turning.
polymer U filament.
Ah, that was on the
I
tip of my tongue.
don't
I was just
know.
about to say that. Um, I was like right there. Yeah, I was just gonna.
That's my educated guess. That is probably not right, but in my mind, we're gonna go with that. Thermal polymer ultrafilament. I don't know. U
Ultraman.
filament.
Yeah, you better print
Have
too because you're gonna wreck.
yeah, yeah. Have you ever tried 98A Ranky TPU filament?
No, I haven't. Is it a little bit more firmer? I have to check that out.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Another thing about the Mini 3 Pro I forgot to say, one of the most convenient things that I really like about it, and actually makes me want to fly it more, is I got the one with the built-in screen with the controller.
Oh, there we
So I
go.
don't have to hook my cell phone to my controller anymore. And let me tell you something. That may not seem like a huge deal, but it's just far less setup. I don't have to have my phone device occupied doing that. Now my phone is free to do whatever I need to do with my phone, and now I have a controller with a screen built in, and I can be up and flying and have the thing all set up and linked up within like 2-3 minutes.
See,
Good to
that's
go.
awesome. That's a good setup. I was using the
Yeah.
Crystal Sky,
Mm-hmm.
um, and that was great, but it was bigger, right? And it was just one more thing, and to have that all in one little bucket, is got to be that's got to be cool. I've always
It
wanted
it
one of
is.
those.
It's super convenient. I have really, honestly, it has made me want to use it more, just because I don't have to lock down my phone. I don't have to worry about setting it up and opening up the app and getting it all linked up and synced up and plugged in. And it's just it's just so nice to just be able to turn on the controller, turn on the drone, and then just let it do its magic. Within 3 minutes, I'm ready to go in the air.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think having a small setup, a small camera drone, maybe in the future again. I really enjoyed liking it, and I like flying and having it, like you said, not be so obtrusive, and to have a smart controller or some sort of integrated controller system. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys, go ahead and get your last minute questions in, because I think we're going to go ahead and get ready to bring it to an end. We're approaching 10 o'clock. I'm sure Anthony is tired as well as myself. So if you
Well,
guys have
I'm
any
not a pro like
last.
you. I'm not a pro
Eh,
like you, but yeah, a little getting to the point. I'm like, oh,
yep.
this guy's he's
Yep.
an animal. He's a machine.
Yep. If we have any last minute questions, please feel free to drop them in the live chat. I'm going to double check my calendar here. Um, Oh, so okay. So next Sunday, guys, we are going to have another Send It Sunday live stream, 8 p.m. With another special guest. You're not going to want to miss out. Awesome special guest as well as Anthony. We've got some awesome people lined up to come on the show. So make sure you click that bell icon so you get notified first when I put out new content and live streams. And make sure you check out Black Mamba FPV. Link is down in the video description, guys. He definitely would appreciate your sub. I feel Anthony is another one of those highly underrated channels. He deserves more following. He has a fantastic attitude. He has one heck of a smile, and he's got some great content. I kid you not. He has got some fantastic content. I enjoy all your content. I think you put a lot into it, and it shows. So
Well, I appreciate it, and thanks for having me on. I mean, I this is new to me, and I've been on and helped with other live streams before, but to be a guest and have the chance to be able to meet you and meet some other fun pilots, man, I really appreciate it. And anyone that visits my channel, I'm definitely going to visit yours and give the love. So I appreciate it.
absolutely. That's what we do. That's what we do. We spread that love. And yeah, Double A said he was happy to meet you as well.
Right on, right
And
on.
he go ahead and put your channel down in the live chat as well to make it that much easier. You don't even have to go to the description now. You can just go right to the
Awesome.
live chat. See that?
Thank you, man. I
See how
appreciate
that
it.
works?
I appreciate it.
Anthony, if you wouldn't mind hanging out for just a couple minutes after I stop the stream, we'll go ahead and chat for a little bit.
Right
And
on.
yeah, I'm so thankful for you and you coming on the channel tonight. And I can't wait to see more of what you've got coming on the horizon. And I'm stoked to see these center lifters get going with that.
Oh yeah, LP Jean and the Naked Black Magic is going up this week. Actually, I may do a flight tomorrow morning if I can get a sunrise flight. That would be epic. So I'm looking forward to doing that and having some more fun. So
Love you too,
more
brother.
stuff
I
to come.
can't wait to see you again, Aaron. Man, that was an epic time at IO, brother. I can't wait to do it again, man. Definitely.
Awesome.
All right, guys. Well, Make sure you tune in next Sunday. We have another live stream with another special guest. You're not going to want to miss out. And if you didn't win the giveaway this time, who knows? Maybe you'll win it next time.
Right on.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to BlkMambaFPV and myself. Link is in the live chat and in the video description. And until next time, guys, edrone and BlkMambaFPV out.